Okay, so I'm only going to be going over this shit once. If you're wondering if I have any credentials, fuck no, I don't. But I do have experience. Let me just run down some shit. I hate talking about myself, but to some of you, this might matter. Might sell you on me or whatever the fuck. Alright, I'm 41 years old. My first job was working for a radio station aimed at children, being an entertainment reporter at 12 years old. Okay, I've been a musician off and on for over 26 years. Um, I started podcasts before anyone knew what they were. I started Miranda Magazine all by myself. I've been a stand-up comic. I've been a booker and a promoter. I've done a bunch of different shit. I've made short movies. They might not be good to people. I really don't give a fuck. And yeah, I've done a lot of shit. And known a lot of people. Met a lot of people, ran into a lot of people. So with that, I've had a lot of different experiences. From those experiences, I have knowledge. That's that fucking simple. That's all there is to it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be like, well, this philosopher says this. Fuck that philosopher. What's the reality of that situation? How do things actually break down? What's stopping you from doing what you actually want to fucking do? That's what it breaks down to for me. The rest doesn't fucking matter at all. Right? Also, something I know for a fact. It doesn't matter how big you are or how big a person is, you can run into them somewhere. I used to hang out with a drummer from Parliament on a regular basis. If you don't know who Parliament is, they're a funk band. One of the biggest funk bands to ever exist. And I used to hang out with this drummer just because I happened to go out to the bar that he was at all the time. You know what I'm saying? So, opportunities and shit are everywhere. You have to look for them. Sometimes you luck into them. Same thing with some other great musicians and great people. Like, I just was out one night and happened to be doing an open mic somewhere. Ran into a guy that used to be a radio DJ in my area, right? Or when I was on Sitting Down with Stand-Ups years ago, that podcast, my ex was on there and we got along. She said we need a guest and brought me on, and I got along with the guys, and I was there for a while and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, opportunities are there. I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm going to be telling you some shit that you can get from a book or whatever. It's stuff that you can see and experience. Maybe you can get some of it from a book, but most of it, is experience based because it's based on how human nature is and how humans interact and react. That's it. So, yeah, that might sound like a lot of fancy fucking words and all this other bullshit. But I'm letting you know, you can do whatever the fuck you want. There's a night that one of my bands was playing, this was over a decade ago, and this guy in the crowd, we knew pretty much everyone there. At least somewhat familiar and shit. But this guy we didn't know. He said he was a drummer from Negative Approach from back in the day, which we found out he was. And just know this, if an opportunity is there, it might be an awesome one for you, but it might not be an awesome one for everyone because he didn't know any of our shit. And he couldn't hear it the best. But we did play one song with him, I think. I think it was just one. And yeah, opportunities happen, crazy shit does happen. Being in the right place at the right time and all that. And also just giving it a go. Not saying no, you don't need to know all the shit going in. You know what I'm saying? You think I knew anything about running a magazine when I started one? Fuck no. You think I knew anything about doing reviews and shit when I started at 12 years old? Fuck no. You think I even knew I was going to get entertainment shit? No, I did one on sports. I did one on basketball, pulled a speech out of my ass, and somehow got the job. So, yeah, that is what it is. And you can say, well, that's you. That's not me. I can't be doing that shit. Fuck if I know, man. Fuck if I know. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Maybe you're built that way, maybe you're not. Maybe you have what someone's looking for, maybe you don't. I don't know. I don't give a flying fuck. We're all different. We all have different strengths and weaknesses. And there's people out there that can have a lot of different experiences than I have, just based on their skills and everything else. I'm not telling you how to live or what to do or anything else. Your thoughts are your thoughts. Whatever you do based on your thoughts are your actions, and they're your responsibility, not mine. That's all I gotta say. I can't tell you how to live your life, and I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life because I really don't give a shit. But like I was saying, really what it comes down to is there's opportunities. You can make them happen, and you can make your own opportunities. Period. If you're watching this shit, it's because I decided to do it. You decided to give it a shot. If I didn't decide to just say fuck it, you wouldn't be doing this. So that alone is proof it fucking works. That's all I gotta say.